What up, Super Fun Force? It's Captain Gamester, and guess what? It's time to battle Beyblade with Infinity Nado. So I'm aware that South Korea has its own version of battling tops that they've just started to release. As far as having a manhwa, like animation cartoon. But apparently this comes from China, and China's had this series going on for maybe 4 years, 3 to 5 years, something like that. But I've only become aware of it recently because while shopping, I saw an image for this sword, and I definitely wanted to check it out. And going back and doing a little bit of research, they pretty much had somewhat of like a metal fight evolution, similar to Takara Tomy Beyblade. And they've even done some really cool gimmicks, like taking two metal fights and then like basically, being able to combine them and like switch them into one, and there's also like bursting and stuff. Anyways, this is supposed to be their newest system, so it doesn't have those type of gimmicks anymore that I'm aware of, at least. If you guys are familiar with Infinity Nado, let me know. It's kind of hard to find out stuff about it. So this is all new territory, so pretty fun. And as you can see here, this is, every time I see this, I think of like a rooster, but this is a Phoenix. It's the Gold Warrior Phoenix. This is the standard pack. It basically is a starter set in terms of like the launcher and the spinning top. And you can see right here, it just kind of shows you. And then take a look at the back. Gives you like a little bit of a rating over there. That's interesting. And then there are quite a few parts, but from what I can tell, from what I've seen so far, they don't really make too much of a difference. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to get at least one more to battle with. They don't have a stadium out for this yet, but they do show one. I also checked out some of the animation. They went from like a 2D style to CGI now. So, I don't know if that's necessarily the better route to go, but I do like the diversity of the characters and the character designs in this new 3D series. Well, let's take a look. I chose this one first because I was thinking of getting the blue sword first with the dragon, which is this guy, Fury Wave Dragon. But I like the color combination of this. And of course, I'm a big fan, if you guys know my channel, I'm a big fan of dragons. Phoenixes are cool too, even though this looks like a rooster phoenix. But the colors on this one just really got to me. And the other cool thing is they light up. Now, I don't think this is ever going to do nearly as well as Beyblade. It definitely doesn't have the strategic and very technical elements and engineering to make really powerful custom combos by intricately changing parts, different elements all adding up together. This seems a little more generic, like there's parts, but they don't really seem to affect the performance. But again, I'm speaking now just from beginning conjecture. I will, update as I get another one and try to play with them a little bit. So let's see if I can. I'm going to pull this one out first. How do they have it slid in there? Oh, okay, I see. It's like a piece of tape. Cool. So this is, I guess, for the battery or whatever. Which does it? It doesn't even show. Because again, this is supposed to light up. So I'm wondering, like, do you need to charge this with USB or do you have to put in a battery? And it's like you'll push it to turn it on. So we'll do that in just a second. We'll just take a look at it right now. Very light. Another thing that I'm starting to think about is like, wow, did Takara Tomy like scope out? I'm sure they check out the competition, but then they scope this out and decide to steal this idea with the gear on here. What's interesting is this doesn't use this gear. So I'm wondering why they added it right now. Like, are they trying to do a future stadium that has what like the Beyblade X is doing now? So I wonder if Beyblade X kind of saw this and stole it, or saw it and then they decided to evolve it, or I don't know if there's some kind of like intrigue behind the scenes going on from like, the factories building, being built in China or whatever. But we'll just take that out really quick, and then before I finish checking that out, let's just pull the sword out. So I should just probably break it here and here. All right, cool. That should be it, right? Yeah. So not bad. And the way that the charger works, because I've seen some demos of it, you need to extend the blade out like it shows on the box, and it kind of builds a rev. They do have another kind of just a launcher that's supposed to be like a blaster that you shoot, like you put the top in it and then you shoot it. I mean, you shoot it from this as well too, right? You shoot it here. but you hold it like a traditional, you know, blaster or a gun. And then there's a handle and a rope, right? And you're supposed to pull the rope to rev it up. So this one, I know there's a lot of joking comments about this and the way that you rev it up. But I think the cool way to do it is to just hold it with both hands and then just pull it like this. You can kind of hear the gear. You know, and you can kind of hold it in front of you like, you know, if you guys know Super Sentai Power Rangers, like go and transform and just do that. And I think that's totally cool. That's fine. And then you just press this here to fire it and release it. And I think these two wings open up. So let's take a look. For the first time, let's pull this out, see what happens. Okay, nothing yet. Now, hold on, let me put this over there. So apparently, yeah, that looks cool. Wow, I wonder if it's a different mode. You know what's funny? They didn't put any instructions. This is a very, very light metal. This almost feels like plastic, actually. I wonder, I like hit it with... It might actually be plastic. I don't know which ones are metal. Again, if you guys have any of the other previous series, let me know. But let's do this too. Let's launch it in the Dynamite Battle Arena, because if I launch it on my table, it's just going to fly off, obviously. But yeah, let's give it a try. So we're going to slide it in from here. So it looks like it is on, and that gave it some pretty cool, I guess what the effects are doing, maybe the gears. Oh, I see there's a gear right there too. Let's see if I can show you that. That's why it launches that way. It needs a gear at the bottom. I get it, duh. All right, so let's get ready to power up. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, I did the silliest thing. I shot it right out the pocket. Guys, that's funny. All right, well, I got to get it back 1 second. Where did it go? Okay, there it is. Some slight technical difficulties. 1 second. Oh man, I was telling myself I wouldn't do that, like shoot it right into the pocket. So one thing is, really quick, I wonder what is, there's like no recommended revs. There's no instructions in the box whatsoever. All right, like that's it. Nothing on the back. Nothing inside the, oh wait, there you go, hold on. Because I'm wondering if there's like a max rev, you know, if you hear it, I wonder if like you do 5 revs slowly, does that build up the same amount of power as if you rev it 5 times super fast? Because as you saw, the more faster that I pulled it apart, it was like building up and getting louder and louder. But if you just do it slow, so like this, versus, you know, pulling it apart. So anyways, it was just crumpled and hidden at the bottom. So I'll refer to this so that you guys know. Yeah, and the only downside that I'm seeing right now, and I'm not sure if Beyblade X is going to have this, I'm not really a big fan of the tools. I like it when you can just disassemble it and let it go. So I won't read all of it right here, otherwise it'll take longer. So to finish up this review really quick and this impression, I'm going to just add these in the comments or in the description below once I read it and try it some more. But let's go ahead and go again. So again, this just seems like a fun, cool toy. A nice little alternative to Beyblade. It gives you more of a fantasy fighting feeling, again with a sword. And I really like the light up. That really did it for me, for sure. Oh man. Jeez, okay, let's try this again. How can I shoot this so it just doesn't go into the pocket? Which is interesting because when you watch the stadium they're going to make for it, it's fully closed. There's no pockets. You know what? Let me just do this. This is the genius. Problem solved. So probably you can play this with your Hasbro stadiums, actually. That's what I'm going to try. All right, let's load it back in. There we go. Now you ain't escaping. It's tricky because you shoot it at an angle. Man, this is so cool though. I definitely like the lights. And that's what I was also predicting. I was like, would Beyblade X integrate some kind of electronics or some kind of app? I think that's where the feature is for battling tops. But yeah, this thing is really cool. Again, I'll read some information about how you maybe press buttons and program it. I didn't expect it to be this colorful. Look at all those lighting changes. It's incredible. So anyways, that's my first impression, guys. I definitely think it's really cool. Oh man, it matches red. I gotta get a different color stadium. I do have probably this will be really cool on my Hypersphere and Speedstorm stadiums, as well as these buckets, you know? But dude, that's some good stamina. I mean, it's spinning. I'll just take a look. Wow, I wonder how random that is. And then does it turn off? I forgot to take a look at the tip at the bottom. What kind of tip do we have here? Oh, it's a metal half ball. Interesting. The other thing is, in the anime, or the manhwa, or no, it's Chinese, my bad. It's not even Korean or Japanese. In the cartoon, we'll just say for now, they battle with these like on the streets, man, like on the concrete, which I don't know if you can do that. I mean, maybe because it has metal, it'll be a little bit more resilient and durable, but I wouldn't do it. I'm just gonna keep them for a little bit more of like a collection showpiece, and you know, fire them in these plastic stadiums. But there you guys go. So I wonder then, it just stays on, huh? So maybe, again, I'll have to look at the instructions, but you know, when you click it and stuff into place, see, I like that, starts to, cool. All right, guys, well, there it is, Infinity Nado, and I'm definitely gonna pick up another one at least, just so they can battle against each other. And I don't know if I'll buy the stadium, the official one, because from what I saw, it's just literally like a closed bucket, like a circular bucket. The Hasbro stadiums, I think, will be way more exciting, because at least there's things like, well, you know, there's pockets here, and then there's like a little bit more of a design to the stage and the stadium that might make them impact more. The toy stadium I saw for this, it looks a little bit like just flat and basic, so they're probably just going to spin around endlessly sometimes. You know, it might get kind of boring, but they're just really pretty to look at, too, for sure. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to pick up one or a few? And if you do, let me know. All right, don't forget, keep your faith safe, pray, spread that love, be positive, be thankful. I'll be coming back at you. Peace.